Auston, how important was the experience of games 1 and 2? And I know things were overwhelming, but at least to get a chance to go back in there and your perspective now as a third-year professional player.
Yeah, I think for us, we gotta make sure we're coming in prepared, and I think everybody in here, these next 2-3 days, it's really important that we do everything we can to be prepared. So the start of the first game, that puck drop, that we're ready to go and prepared in all areas of our game.
How much does the day-to-day prep and focus change when you go from regular season to playoffs for these next couple games?
I think it definitely intensifies. Just so many details, right? And studying the opposing team and their tendencies, and obviously what makes them successful, and trying to shut that down. So, these next 3 days are extremely crucial for both teams and everybody in the playoffs to really kind of dial it in and know what they're going up against.
The battle of the centers in this series is one of the fascinating things going in. You and John here for the first two lines. They have Krejci and Bergeron. How do you view that matchup?
Well, I mean, they have a lot of really good players, and obviously those two guys are very experienced, and two guys that played a key in their success in recent years. So, it's definitely a challenge for everybody. You're lining up against a guy that's he's going to be a good player. He's going to have experience, and for us, we want to make sure that we're competing and battling every shift. And I think Babs kind of says it all the time, and it's kind of something that goes on in the playoffs. Is a lot of times I feel like nothing's really going on. It's just kind of you go out there and a whole lot of nothing's going on. Just everybody's above each other. It's not a lot of space. The games are tight checking, and I think it's just staying on top of it, not getting too frustrated with yourself, and just competing every shift.
Do you see this as a shot of redemption after last year, also?
Yeah, a bit. It's obviously it's a new season, and I think you move on, and you put the past in the past, and obviously move on to a new challenge. And for us, we definitely view this. I think everybody on this team is going into it very hungry. We want to obviously make up for last year. We felt it could have gone either way there in that last game, and to not move on, I think it was really frustrating. Left a bit of a bitter taste in a lot of our mouths. So we definitely want to use that as motivation. But it's a new season, and like I said, we want to make sure that we're prepared going into game one.
They may have the last line change, but how do you see Toronto's depth matching up in terms of what you can do defensively, especially when the Bergeron line is out there?
Well, I mean, they've got a lot of depth. I think we've got a lot of depth. They added some pretty good key pieces there at that deadline with guys like Coyle and to play that third line role. And so, I mean, any line you're really going to match up against, you're going to go against good players, and they're obviously going to compete hard. And there's not going to be a lot of space, so I think it's just fighting for every inch, and those 50-50 battles will be really key.
How much pressure do you put on yourself, Auston, at this time of the year to produce, a time of year when really legacies are cemented, for lack of a better?
Yeah, I think you definitely. I expect a lot out of myself, and I want to compete and obviously produce and help this team win in any way I can, whether it's offensively, defensively. It's all those little things that really make a difference. But for myself and like a lot of other guys on this team, you want to produce offensively, score goals, create plays, and create offense. So for myself, that's what I'm focused on, is just doing things right, playing both ways, making sure I'm solid on defense. So our line can have the puck, and then we can go utilize our skill and our speed and create offense.